Loren, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Thursday.
Yes, it's Thursday. We got our guest co-host with us, Loren LoRosa. She's back.
Good morning, everybody.
I don't have to say formally at TMZ. They know who you are.
They know now.
Thank you.
They are in the comments letting me know.
Now, Loren, let's look at Charlamagne, right? Now,
Yes.
Charlamagne is broadcasting, and there's a lot of different things we see in the background.
Right. Okay.
What do we see? I see a microwave over there.
I see a guitar.
I see a guitar. I see some what else do I see over there?
thermostat.
I see a thermostat. I see a black something.
What is this? Is this like a piece of art?
I don't know what that is. Where the hell are you, Charlamagne?
I don't know what any of this has to do with me because I'm just broadcasting from the station that they put
broadcast
me
from the kitchen.
Nah, but I'm today I'm going to be at the Low Country Mental Health Conference in my birthplace of Charleston, South Carolina. I'll be doing the welcoming remarks because it's a whole weekend event. You know, I love that my city is providing people with the necessary resources that they need in regards to investing in their mental wealth. And I just found out about this this event a few weeks ago when I was home talking to the Mayor Tecklenburg, and this has been going on for years, and I feel like enough of us didn't know about it, and by us I mean black people. So
Gotcha.
I decided to lend my voice, and my organization, the Mental Wealth Alliance, partnered with the Low Country Mental Health Conference to just, amplify the event. So like I said, I'll be doing the welcoming remarks today, and I'm doing a book signing as well out there. So I'll be signing copies of my book, Shook One, Anxiety Playing Tricks on Me, which is my second national bestseller. That talked about my experiences with mental health. So I'll see y'all later today. So as far as what's behind me, I have nothing to do with that.
Okay, all right, just asking.
This was all here when I got here.
Just asking. Yeah, and again, everybody, if you're traveling, I know a lot of people are traveling, headed on vacation. Give the airlines a call. They've been canceling flights like crazy. I was supposed to be back yesterday from LA. I was out in LA shooting something with Ford with T-Pain, and it took me a long time to get back. I finally got back, but I'm here. I'm blessed. I got to see my kids last night.
Who do you fly, Delta?
I usually fly Delta, but I couldn't get a Delta flight. It was all sold out, so I flew back JetBlue, Mint JetBlue.
Okay.
Which
JetBlue
was
it's a good experience.
yeah.
Those are my two favorite airlines, Delta and JetBlue. I
Yes.
flew Delta yesterday. Salute to the one of the ladies at Delta who made an old man feel good when I said, "How are you?" and she said, "I'm doing better now that you here." I said, "Oh, whoa."
Was it one of the flight attendants?
Relax. I'm a married man, okay?
Was it one of the flight
I
attendants?
still got it. No, she worked at she just I
gate
don't think she was a flight attendant.
Okay,
no, she worked in the Delta Sky Club. That's
Former
what she
Delta
worked at.
flight attendant here, and I want you to know that we make sure our customer service is at top par. So shout out to them.
Okay.
So it had nothing to do with the push-ups I've been doing?
No.
It had nothing to do with my beautiful skin?
It has
Nothing?
everything to do with the brand. And I mean, no, they probably were excited that you were there, though.
They still call me Uncle Snacky out here in these streets now.
Nobody calls you no
Uncle
goddamn
Snacky.
Uncle Snacky, man. You better
Uncle
stop it.
Snacky, Uncle Snacky.
Definitely not Uncle Snacky. And I also got to salute to, I know I'm going to mess up her name, Alejandra. Alejandra, I think her name is, let me get it right. Alejandro. So I was staying at the hotel at the Mondrian out when I was in LA, and I left my wallet and had to leave. But she actually found the wallet.
Wow.
She left everything in the wallet, wrapped it up for me, so when I got back, it was there. So I gave her a nice tip, and she just emailed me and said, "Thank you so much. That was so kind. We really appreciate it. You didn't have to do that, but I just want to say thank you. Sometimes there's just good people out there in the world, and I just want to say salute to her. Absolutely.
And there's cameras everywhere, so there's no need for her to steal anything.
Yo, shit.
Especially in the hotel. They would have saw her.
Not in the room.
Okay?
Not in the room. There's no hotel. There's no cameras in the room.
You dropped it in the lobby or something?
No, in my room. I left it in my room.
Well, you would have known if someone took it out of your room. It would have been a whole thing. She kind of had to leave it.
Jesus, I just want to say thank you to the lady, man.
How much was the tip?
$100.
Okay.
I gave her $100.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
$100.
Salute to Ali. What's her name? Ali Oxenfree. What did you say her name was?
Oh, my God.
All right, when we come back, we got front page news. Tesla and Figaro will be joining us, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. I hate this place, but I love it so much. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Miss Loren LoRosa, and let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Tiz.
Good morning, DJ Envy. Good morning, everybody. And what did Charlamagne say? He's going by Uncle Snacky?
We are
Well, no,
not.
that's what the streets name me.
That's
what the
definitely
streets-
that's definitely not
Out of
what
everything that
you
could have went down in the streets, that's what they named you.
They definitely didn't name me that.
No, for real, the girls from the Poor Minds podcast, salute to Lexi and Dre. That's what they call me, Uncle Snacky. So it's just something that it just picked up crazy everywhere I go. Uncle Snacky.
I didn't choose this life; it chose me.
It did. Nobody.
That's right.
Nobody calls him Uncle Snacky.
That's right.
Tez,
That's right.
can we talk about Hunter Biden, please? What's going on with his deal?
Yeah, we can. This might be a little bit confusing, but I think we'll clear it up this morning. A plea deal between Hunter Biden and the Justice Department over tax charges is on hold after a federal judge said in court Wednesday that she's not ready to accept the revised agreement between both parties. Many of you may remember us also covering this story on Front Page News earlier, I guess this month or a few weeks ago, but Hunter Biden failed to pay between $1.1 million and $1.5 million in federal taxes before the legal deadlines and was prepared to plead guilty to 2 tax charges, with prosecutors agreeing to recommend a sentence of probation. Now, as the plea deal began to unravel, the two sides convened to try to reach an agreement, and after the negotiations, the judge said she was concerned because she feels like they're linking the tax plea agreement to resolving the felony gun charge. So bottom line, simply put, she wants to be clear that she's not doing something unconstitutional. She wants to make sure that she has the authority to do what she's doing. And she's basically asking the attorneys to go back to the drawing board, write better language before she signs off. Legal experts say that this will more than likely certainly be resolved. And I think they said that may take, a few weeks, maybe 4 to 6 weeks to kind of, get it together. So
Yeah,
that judge is right though. Like, how do you get a plea deal for all of that, and why does it feel like all of those things are intertwined? Because when I read it yesterday and when I was watching it on the news, it's like, the reality is there's people in prison for way less than what Hunter Biden is accused of. He didn't pay between 1.1 and 1.5 million in federal taxes, and they were going to let him plead to 2 misdemeanors and get probation for owing the government that much money.
well, not even that. To have a felony gun charge.
Oh my God! An illegal gun purchase? Come on, man! And there's another part where the judge wanted to know. I think the attorneys were asking, did the deal protect Hunter from facing additional charges for illegal foreign lobbying? Like, come on, man! How is all of this intertwined into one thing?
Because he's Joe Biden's son.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what was that gun?
Period.
What was the gun charge at, Tez? Was that in Delaware or where was that?
I don't have that in front
I
of me,
don't remember.
but when we covered it before, I believe it's in Delaware. But remember, the thing that they were talking about with the gun charge was, remember his counsel had said that basically he's going to go to that deferment program. Remember that because he was on drugs at the time, they basically were saying, take it light on him because he was on drugs at the time.
No.
So that's why they put him in that deferment program, which says that as long as you don't get caught again or have issues with drugs, they're going to drop that charge. So that's how those two were connected, and that's why again this judge is saying it's too much going on with this plea deal, and she was actually quite frustrated by it and wants some clear language. And then they also said that he was still under investigation, and that also concerned her as well. It's like, you have me signing off on things while investigations are still going on.
What's so ironic about this is, as convenient as this is looking for him, the fact that he is Joe Biden's son is just the irony, because the 3-strike rule, there's so much that came out of like Biden's term. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I have friends that literally their lives like ended because of a lot of the things that Biden had put into place in Delaware.
Yep.
And now his son is on the chopping block, and it's like they're giving him a pat on the wrist.
Like, just give him a pass.
Yeah, the 3-strike, like literally people's lives ended. I have friends just now getting things taken off of their record from when they were kids, and they've had such a hard time in their adult life.
And listen, we know it's going to be some privilege when you're the president's son. We know that, but damn, don't make it so obvious. Especially the IRS. Come on, 1.5 million, and you get a misdemeanor. Y'all done lock people up
for less than that,
for not paying taxes for way less, man.
And the gun charge is even crazy. You think about
illegal gun purchase.
Plaxico just won the Super Bowl, and they put him in jail. Lil Wayne was an icon. They put him in jail. Ja Rule, Joel Santana. Now, that's what I'm asking what state it was in, because
it was in Delaware. It was in Delaware.
In Delaware. In Delaware, gun laws are pretty strong as well.
That's what made me think of the 3-strike rule.
All right, well, that is Front Page News. Now, Teslin, we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Absolutely.
Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake
Get it up. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Pepsi Joe, good morning, DJ NB, Charlamagne, Breakfast Club.
Pepsi Joe, what up? Get it off your
Peace,
chest,
King.
brother.
Good morning.
Man, I just need to get off my chest the sense of entitlement that this country shows day by day, blatantly in media, is crazy. They don't even hide it no more. The president's son's looking at probation for how many felonies? Wait, what?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, just the tax evasion alone.
That's just crazy. But I want everybody in New York and the tri-state area, please stay hydrated. It's gonna be a hot one today. You know, I'm outside. I'm gonna be outside all day, but everybody stay blessed. Good morning, Breakfast Club. Hey.
Have a good one. The next 3 days is gonna be a heat wave out here. And you know, the sad thing about that, you know, if we do a quarter of what Hunter Biden did, we going to jail for a long time.
A quarter? It's less than that.
Right?
Imagine not paying $1.5 million in taxes.
No,
the
I
gun
can't.
charge. Come on.
I can't. No.
I'm trying to tell you, gun charge me into your life where I'm from, so I don't know what you.
Yeah, well, that's it too.
Yeah.
Hello, who's this?
And the fact when you read the article and you just see that it says they're trying to see did the deal protect him from facing additional charges for illegal foreign lobbying.
Who is his lawyers? That's what I need to look up. Who are the lawyers?
Hello, who's this? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's up? Get it off your chest.
Hey, yo, this is Sony Woods out of Cincinnati. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. I love what you guys do up there at the Breakfast Club. You guys keep me entertained when I'm out here in the truck. So I wanted to get that off my chest. But I also wanted to say, in honor of 50 years of hip-hop, I wanted to see how did you guys like the idea of me challenging your boy, OG Rob, on one of your Friday shows to a battle.
If you want that smoke, you can get it.
So I just wanted to see how we can set that up. I'm thinking I can submit a song, he can submit a song, and your girl Nyla can be the judge. And I want DJ Envy to be my coach, and OG Rob can have Charlamagne as his coach, since Charlamagne already got his back.
Well, I'm sure Charlamagne got his back, but I never even heard you spit. Why would I put my money on you if I never even heard you rap?
Hey, I can spit a fair one right now for you.
Go ahead, let me hear it.
10-4, without notice, I switched lanes, pause, verbally abusing their ways through the halls of Breakfast Club. You can hear the faint calls from an OG, used to be frequency the world heard every Friday. Rob, I got a prob, and the solution is the institution. DJ Envy plus the God. Let's set it up for hip-hop. Sony Woods versus OG Garbage. I'm sorry, Rob. And don't bother with those cat in the hat raps. Come hard, another pause. I'm getting hard. Please stop me. Dude, whenever this
Whoa. You've over exceeded your pause limit.
Yeah,
I was going through it. Pause.
You can't say come.
I was going to say.
You can't say.
I want to know, you put your money on him or no?
I go OG Rob. I'm with
OG
OG
Rob.
I'm with OG Rob.
You can't say I go hard and then I hard. I get pause. No.
All right, well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, it's BU from LIG, Loyalty, man.
What's up, BU? Get it off your chest.
I'm called. First of all, good morning, Breakfast Club. Good morning, LL Cool Dave. Yo, Uncle Snacky, what's up, baby?
All right, what's happening out here in these streets?
I just want to give you your flowers, my brother. I've seen your transition in life, and make no mistake, I'm taking a page out your book. DJ Envy.
Oh, thank you,
Envy. Yo, I love you, my brother. I grew up listening to your mixtapes. I just want to let you know, I've been following you. I love your transition. I see your growth, and Nate, it's infectious. I definitely implemented that into my life.
Appreciate you, bro.
One last thing, Breakfast Club.
I just want to
I just want this.
BU.
This is my first time ever on the radio. I just want to shout out my beautiful wife and my family, man. And I'm out of y'all way.
I love
Just one thing. I don't think the Uncle Snacky was for you, but I could be wrong.
If the streets is calling him
He
that,
definitely said
Damn
Uncle
streets is
Snacky.
calling him Uncle Snacky.
Did you call me LL Cool Babe?
He hung up. Yeah, he did call you
okay.
LL
So that's
Cool
what the streets are calling me.
Hello, cool.
You ain't even let y'all ain't even let him shout out his family.
He did.
He did. He said
shout out
family and his wife.
kids. Yes.
But he was gonna say their names.
Oh.
He said I want to shout out my family
know what
and my wife,
happened?
and I'll be out y'all way.
You know what happened? Envy got a little bit jealous when
Uncle Snacky.
When the Uncle Snacky thing came back up, it hit. I saw it. I felt it.
You felt it?
Yeah, I did.
You felt it? I ain't like that.
The
Well, he
light
said
squint came and he didn't know what to do.
He said he been swallowing Envy's growth.
What? No, he said
No.
following. What's wrong with you? Hello, who's this?
Oh,
Hey, this is B-Mall from the Metro.
What's up, brother?
803.
Man, look. Yo, what's poppin', Charlamagne? Man, look, this Hunter Biden stuff is wild. This man was supposed to walk up in there and get this cotton candy marshmallow plea deal yesterday, and the judge is like, nah. Y'all gotta validate why I should accept this mess.
Yes, you would think with all those three things intertwined: illegal gun purchase, owing between 1.1 and 1.5 million in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to see if the deal protected him from facing additional charges for illegal foreign lobbying.
And see, and that's why she didn't want to accept it, because y'all trying to get his man immunity for stuff that's still under investigation. It's like y'all got the prosecution and like the defense working together or something. And I called up here and I told y'all before last month, Trump is about to win. Like Hunter Biden, the drug addict and the stuff he be doing, this dude is out here actually committing crimes for real. And we keep talking about Trump like he Craig from Payday.
Wait a minute. We can't. Let's not sit here and act like Trump's not facing a couple of indictments and probably two more himself. No,
he's a criminal too.
No, I understand that though. I'm not taking away from that, but just the way that it's covered, like the stuff that Hunter Biden is on, is a little different. We talk about boxes with Trump. At least a part of the evidence and stuff that he took from the White House, which officials and senators have been doing forever with the information.
Well, it's not just that, sir.
No.
I mean, it's the insurrection stuff, possibly.
They both should be in jail. Hunter and Trump should be in jail. Put them in the same cell.
I think they'd be great roommates.
That'd be dope.
They'd be great roommates.
I think they'd figure it out. Sock on the door, all that stuff.
Listen, the reality is nobody's above the law, right?
That's right.
That's what they tell us, right?
That's what
so they got to prove it.
Correct.
They was right.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up. Now, we got rumors on the way. Give us a little tease. What we talking about?
We are going to get into Young Miami, saying that she is tired of the streets. The city girl wants to go back inside. She's ready to be in love.
No more hot girl summer?
See, Loren?
It's ending. Don't say, see, I just got here. I'm not with her on that. I just got here. I love outside. I ain't going home yet.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it next. Don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Loren LoRosa here, and let's get to the rumors.
Get ready. Loren LoRosa. So I've been here for a little bit. I've been here for a minute.
Move out the way. Ladies.
This is the Rumor Report
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
on The Breakfast Club.
Loren came in hot.
You know,
Didn't she, right?
I came in telling the truth. So Young Miami says that she is ready to be in a relationship, in love again. This was my last summer being outside is exactly what she said with an exclamation point. So she is serious. Now, a lot of people online, as you can imagine, were like, girl, what? Like, you've been out and about with Diddy. We've been seeing you parade around saying that this non-exclusive, whatever you guys have going on is working for you. He's buying you the gifts. You got money, so you're not worried about his money. You're not worried about the baby. You whatever. This is the second time you'll remember, too, that she's spoken out about wanting to exclusively be with someone while dealing with Diddy in a very open relationship that they have. Before she mentioned, like, this was the last time she was going to share any of the men she was dealing with. So, yeah, I mean, I guess the hot girl summer for the city girls is officially over because JT's been inside and put up with Uzi. Now Young Miami is about to step back inside. So, I don't know. I think Meg Thee Stallion need to come back out. We need the hot girl coach back.
Ain't not in them streets.
So it's all a facade.
There ain't nothing in them streets. Get a boo, enjoy life. Don't you want somebody you could cuddle with at night?
Yeah.
They can rub your feet. You can rub their back. Y'all can spoon with each other. Y'all can watch Netflix, watch Suits.
You know
watch
what I think
Clothing
it is?
Tyrone.
I think when women say that they like want to have a hot girl summer, people instantly think that you don't want love and companionship. And I was having a conversation with a male friend.
Why would we think otherwise?
Isn't that hot girl summer?
No. This is the thing. Your peace. You want to prioritize your peace. So you do want all of that. But realistically, and sadly enough for a lot of us women, when you try to get all the cuddling and the rubbing the feet, there's so much other stuff that comes with trying to deal with and being a relationship with somebody. You'd rather be by yourself and just be able to have somebody to call to do that when you want to do it.
What's the hard part of the relationship?
A lot of times there's like a lot of lying, communication differences, insecurities. I don't know. There's a lot. I don't want to sit here and sound like the scarred woman, but I'm just being truthful.
Both humans feel that way. Both humans have different insecurities, but the reality is companionship is important, and you realize as you grow older how important having a solid partner is, because the older you get, the older you get, you're gonna want people to share your life experiences with, and that's some great advice that I got. Even before I was married, even though me and my wife have been together for 25 years. But salute to Kevin Lyles. I remember Kevin Lyles telling me years ago. He was like, "Man, I can't tell you to get married, but I can tell you that you should find somebody to want to share your life experiences with." And I think that's very important.
I agree with that. I totally agree. And I think too, like, wanting marriage is, you can always keep that at the helm, but I think everybody has to have a hot summer, whether it's hot girl, hot boy. Everybody got to go through that. I think
you did that already.
Yeah, you did it.
And
who did it?
You did. Think about
I just got here about a few months ago.
And by the way, think about how hot it is this summer. Do you really want a yeast infection this summer?
What?
90-degree weather, you down there itching? But that's what all those different partners gonna do.
You don't have to.
Gonna give you a yeast infection.
Every single person you're dating, you don't have to allow them to get into you. Literally, like you prioritize the same way girls prioritize who they call for what. If you want to go out to eat, this is Eat Bae. If you want to go to the club, this is Club Bae. If you need somebody to take to a family event, he's good for the family.
And then it's D Bae.
And then you got D Bae. Yeah. Oh yes. Sometimes D Bae, you don't even care what he do, what he got going on. He just D Bae because he. All
it sounds like you're doing is increasing your chances for COVID, okay? Because you're just around multiple people for no damn reason. Ain't you in that studio coughing right now?
Oh my God, I'm about to get another hose right now.
She is.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Just breathing all in people's face, you know what I mean? Just passing colds and flus around. Like, man, find somebody and relax.
I'm going to eventually. I'm going to, for sure. Well, when we talk about finding people and relaxing, you have to talk about when things don't go right.
Right.
Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mom, filed for divorce from actor Richard Lawson. Now, you'll remember they got together in April 2015, and everybody was so happy for her. We thought she had found the one. But a lot of people said that this was kind of written on the wall. We should have known this a long time ago. We have some audio of an interview that they did.
I prayed for the type of man I wanted, and I got pretty much that. Is he perfect? Absolutely not. But, he has a lot of the qualities. He has a lot of the qualities that I love, and we're having a really good time, and I'm enjoying life. So there is hope, women.
So she filed for divorce.
Cue Frankie Beverly and Mays. Before I let go, turn it up.
Shut up, man.
Greatest breakup song of all time. You made me happy. It's time to go, Richard.
She filed for divorce yesterday, guys, and she listed the date of separation as Tuesday. So I don't know if they had been separated for some time, if they just said Tuesday because, you just have to list something. But it seems to me like something happened, and she was like, you got to get up out of here.
Man.
Before I let go.
Damn it, man. All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Let's open up the phone lines. Let's have a discussion. 800-585-1051. Let's talk about these women talking about hot girl summer, right? We just read you what Young Miami said. What did Young Miami say?
Young Miami said that she is ready to be in a relationship and love again. This was her last summer being outside.
So we're asking, ladies, fellas too, when do you know that hot girl summer or hot boy summer is over? When do you decide to hang up those booty shorts? I don't know, whatever you want to call it. When is it okay to hang up those that time where it's like, you know what? I'm out of these streets. I'm gonna find me a boo. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna sit my ass down. That is the question. 800.
I wonder, do you ever really find yourself making that choice, or does life just make that choice for you?
Life
does. You end up meeting somebody. Yeah, you end up meeting somebody, growing to love them, and then you don't want to be outside no more. I don't know if you make a choice to say I don't want to be out in the streets no more.
I'm sure there's some single ladies out there that didn't necessarily find a dude, or there's some dudes that didn't find a woman or whatever they're into that said, you know what, I don't want to be out in the streets no more, and I'm giving up the hot girl summer.
Well, you do got to be intentional. You got to set your table, right? You got to. It's like vision board almost. Like you have to say what you want to the universe, right?
That's why, as much as I talk about having fun and being outside, I always say, because my family be like, "Are you ever gonna have kids?" Yes, I want kids. I'm gonna be married. I'm having an amazing family. All that is going to happen for me. I'm very intentional about what I speak, but at the same time, I think it's okay to have a little bit of fun.
Okay, let's discuss.
You can't confuse the universe.
585-1051.
You're confusing the universe, Lauren.
Timeline.
Close the door. What your mama tell you? What do your mommy and grandma tell you? Either in or out now. Stop opening my door. Keep my door closed.
They wasn't talking about that.
Either be in or out.
They wasn't talking about that door, but we'll talk about it when we come back. And then front page news, Tesla and Figaro will be joining us. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Our audible pick of the day is Breakthrough, the first ever audio-only singing competition featuring celebrity judges Kelly Rowland and Sarah Bareilles with host David Diggs. Listen on audible.com/breakthrough.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our special guest host with us, Loren LoRosa. She's back. And let's get in some front page news. Now, Tez and Figaro, I know we got a lot to talk about it, so let's jump right in. Mitch McConnell yesterday, he scared people yesterday during this conference, huh?
Yeah, I know. This is something I think you'll have a lot to say, DJ Envy. Senator Republican leader Mitch McConnell appeared to freeze. Well, he did freeze. Let's not appear. He absolutely froze mid-sentence during a press conference yesterday. He went completely silent. As McConnell began discussing the annual defense bill, he paused for about 20 seconds and he just stared off into space. And his Republican colleagues standing behind him noticed the unusual pause and slowly came to get him, asking if he wanted to return to his office or if there was anything else that he wanted to say. He did not respond verbally, and he was escorted away at the scene. He later walked back on his own to the press conference. The reporters asked, was he okay? He said he was fine. And was he feeling well enough to continue doing his job? He said yes. And then as he walked away, he actually, joked about it and said that he was sandbagged. He was referencing, remember when President Biden slipped over the sandbag on the stage?
Yep.
So he referenced that and said, I was sandbagged. But his aide said that he felt lightheaded and just needed to step away. But it definitely was eerie to watch. I'm sure you guys saw it all over social media. And just as a point of reference, Mitch McConnell is 81 years old.
I thought he was going to pass out.
Yeah.
When I was watching it.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It could have been a stroke. It could have been anything. It could have been, like you said, maybe he zoned out for a second, but it is very scary when that does happen. And we've been seeing that more and more and more and more with people, whether it's, like I said, I was at the concert the other day and the girl was standing there and all of a sudden she just fell and had a seizure. Mm-hmm. And I've been seeing that a lot more at venues, a lot more at clubs, and I've been hearing about it a lot more in the news, so it's very, very scary.
I think in the case of Mitch McConnell, that was the UFOs.
What?
That was the aliens. After that former intelligence officer testified that the U.S. is hiding UFOs and non-human bodies, what I think happened is Mitch McConnell, as Mitch said, they said, what about aliens? Or the aliens are letting us know who they control because Mitch McConnell is a scroll.
What are you talking about? Is that what you got out of this story?
I think you need to lay off of the Clone Tyrone.
Yeah, Clone Tyrone. You don't watch too much Clone Tyrone.
And then you watch it too many times.
Or it could have been hookah head. If you ever smoke hookah sometimes.
That happened to me.
That happened to me too.
I got like lightheaded and I passed out from hookah.
See, you smoke hookah and then maybe
it makes you just go.
Maybe he hit a little hookah right before he came on and he froze.
It was mint.
And it was mint.
I'm here for that.
Hookah ain't nothing but cheap crack.
What?
Cheap flavored crack.
What are you talking about?
Just call me a crackhead. I don't.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's talk about this naked woman that jumped out of a car and started busting shots. Where was that? What happened with that?
Yeah, a naked woman in California got out of her car on one of the nation's busiest bridges and began firing a gun on Tuesday. Let's take a listen to the report.
This all started just after 4:30 this afternoon when a woman, first armed with a knife, got out of her car on the bridge and started yelling at other drivers. She then got back in her vehicle and stopped again near the toll plaza. Investigators say this time she got out with a gun and started firing into the air and at vehicles. Some cars, we're told, were hit, but the CHP says that no one was hurt. The woman has been arrested and taken to a hospital for evaluation.
I mean, it sounds like obviously she has some mental problems. I mean, that's or what?
That was a clone who escaped, and she didn't know where she was.
Charlamagne.
She didn't know where she was at, so she thought she was still fighting her way out of a lab.
Uncle Snacky.
Stay woke.
Yo,
Uncle Snacky, please put the Netflix down.
Word.
Like,
y'all saw they clone Tyrone?
Yes, I
when all them naked people was walking around at the end once they escaped. Stay woke.
What's wrong with you?
Please put the Netflix
Well, you know you're talking about Charlamagne. He believes in aliens. He thinks an alien came down one time and shot him in the leg or something. Like he really believes that.
Why wouldn't you believe in extraterrestrials? Did you not see the U.S. intelligence official testify under oath yesterday? Huh? That the U.S. is hiding UFOs and non-human bodies?
I saw that, but I don't know. I just feel like the way that people troll our lives today, I don't believe anything. I don't care under oath or not.
Loren, there's an estimated 100 billion planets in just the Milky Way galaxy. You really think we're the only ones with life on it?
No, but as horrible as where we live is, why would they want to come here? What's bringing them here? The music? I'm confused.
Same reason we like to explore horrible places.
Well, I think that this woman was not.
CC the submersible.
Why? No, see, now, y'all, dumb people. That was a different group of people.
That's real.
Would any of you guys have gotten on the submersible?
No.
Exactly. So that is a set group of people who chose to make that decision. Now, this woman, I think she really has some things going on.
Issues, absolutely.
Either some mental or drugs, something. But the pictures. People
all those things could be true. Arce could be a clone.
Yo, stop it, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, please watch that movie. Charlamagne wants to unpack that movie, guys. So he said earlier this week that he's waiting on you guys to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I'm gonna watch it on the plane on Sunday on my way back.
All right. Well, that is your front page news.
Mm-hmm. And make sure you subscribe to Tesla and Figaro's podcast, the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, and follow her on all social media platforms at Tesla and Figaro.
All right. Now, when we come back, let's talk Young Miami. She said yesterday, pretty much she is done. Let me get the exact quote. She says, "I'm ready to be in a relationship and love again. This is my last summer being outside." She don't want it to be a hot girl summer anymore. So, ladies, fellas, when do you know when it's time to be in a relationship? When is hot girl summer or hot boy summer over? That is the question. 800-585-1051. Loren?
When hell freezes over.
Oh, so you on hot girl summer until you 90?
I mean, if I got it in me, I just feel like you got to meet the right person, and I don't even know if that's like a thing in this day and age. The way that people, we were talking about this yesterday. At my age right now, I really don't have much hope in the male gender to like want to be married and committed and all that type of stuff. So I'd rather just be by myself. Why you say
your age like you're 60?
I'm 31 years old. Me and Taylor were literally talking about this yesterday. I'm 31 years old.
Oh boy.
I'm between New York and LA. People are not serious about being in a committed relationship and being in love right now. Everybody wants to be outside and have a good time. So why would you try to go against the grain and then now you end up hurt?
I'm sure there's a bunch of individuals. I'm sure there's a bunch of men out there that want to settle down, that's looking for a wife, that's looking to create a family.
Well, would you date a bus driver? Let's put that on the table.
Y'all about to get me in this conversation.
Would you?
Well, the reality is,
she said no.
After
that's your problem.
You wouldn't date a bus driver?
No, I would not.
She said no. She wouldn't. See, you probably blocking your blessing.
Everybody, y'all, you're
the
the fourth person this week that told me I'm probably blocking some blessings.
You probably.
No, I just feel like, what's the reality?
The reality is, after a certain age, you're not a hot girl, you're a golden girl. And then you become a golden girl, and then you become a hot girl again because of menopause. So sit your ass down, okay?
See?
So if not a bus driver, what's your type?
Okay, so let me just say that I think I'm still figuring it out. I was with the same person from high school to maybe 6 months ago. Okay. Right? So 10 years, right? So I'm still learning that.
Salute to that king we learned about earlier this week.
I'm still learning that, but for what I know that I didn't, what I don't, or what I do want from what was going on, I just want to be able to trust your leadership and your vision for us and our family. Because at this point, if I'm serious with you, we're talking about family, marriage, all of that. I need to be able to take the passenger seat. Me being so dominant, it's hard to find a guy that can handle that and not be insecure about that.
So what would be wrong with a blue collar worker?
No, sis. I was married at 23, and I think I'm pretty aggressive and dominant. But I married a mechanic, so
you were married
I don't know.
At
maybe you need to
23?
open up to the blue collar brothers. You might find some happiness on that.
Some love.
I just feel like the keeping, like, it's different because of my work and how social I have to be. Being a woman in that space, it gets a little challenging. Like, and they're fine with it at first, and then it becomes, who is this person? Why do you have to be talking to this person? All those things start to happen. That puts a dent on the relationship.
Does that actually happen, or do you assume that's what's going to happen?
That actually happened. That's a thing that actually happened. And
okay.
But I don't know. Maybe we talk about it offline.
Yeah, we need to. Because married at 20, are you still married?
No, I'm not. I was married 13 years though, and he's very much still in my life. We had a daughter. We waited 7 years before we had our child. So divorces certainly happen. But I do, he's still a very good man, and I think you need to, well, I can't tell you what to do, sis. Do whatever you're gonna do, but I know when the net is not cast wide enough, and if you're only looking at certain type of men and certain type of, guys, you can limit you. I can say that.
Well, let's take some calls when we come back. We're trying to figure out when hot girl summer, what is it over for you, right? Young Miami said, I'm ready to be in a relationship and in love again. This is my last summer being outside. When do you realize that you don't want to be outside no more? Let's talk about it. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Daddy calling my phone.
Made it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about something that Young Miami said. Loren LoRosa, she's our guest co-host. So what did Young Miami say?
So Young Miami said that she is ready to be in a relationship and love again, and that this was her last summer being outside.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. When do you know that it's over for your hot girl summer or your hot boy summer? When is it over? When is it you're going to stay your ass in the house? That is the question. Charlamagne and myself, we've been out of the hot boy summer for a long time, so we have to go to you, Miss Loren LoRosa. When do you feel like you're going to be out of that phase where you don't want to be in the hot girl summer anymore?
I don't really have like a date. Like, there's no like PSA I can drop. But I think that life will let me know, or a person I meet, or whatever happens. You know what I mean?
So even if you don't find, let's say, per person, do you still decide, you know what, well, maybe this is not me. I don't want to be out.
Oh, 100%. Like, even now, like, there are certain things that I would do, like, our college days. Like, Gozy, my friend in here in the studio, will tell you. I've always been, like, even in a relationship, I'm a very much social, go out, hang out person. Mm-hmm. But there are things that I would do then that I won't do now because I'm just older, and it's not a vibe anymore. It's not cute. It doesn't look good for me.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be the hot girl that don't know that their hot girl days are long gone, because a lot of hot girls evolve into golden girls and don't even realize that they golden girls. Like, some women are almost 50 and they doing the same thing right now that they've been doing since they was 20. Muhammad Ali said the person who still thinks at 50 the way they did at 20 has wasted 30 years of their life. I know a lot of golden girls who still think they hot girls, and everybody is laughing at them. And they about to be hot girls again when menopause kicks in.
It's not just the women. It's some golden granddaddies out there as well they should have been retired to hoochie daddy shorts.
Yeah, but I guess we haven't marketed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, men, I guess men the men player vibe.
The double standard is different. A man could be dating it outside forever.
Yeah, but we think they look stupid. Trust me, these 50-something-year-old men running around, yes, they do.
You know how many people are looking at Diddy and everything that he has going on and being
some people look at Diddy as stupid.
He looks stupid to me. I've said that before. I'm on record as saying that.
Y'all are like two of a population of however many.
And I'm not judging anybody.
Life on the line and the life you live in.
Yeah, but I'm not judging nobody. I just look at people who got stability. You know what I'm saying? I like Jay-Z and Beyonce. I like LeBron James and Savannah. I like seeing, black men with their black wives and their beautiful black families. You know what I'm saying? If you a certain age and you still running around here in these streets, acting like a player, that looks corny to me.
Let me ask you a question. Why you didn't say me? I'm black.
You're Dominican, but I do like your family dynamic. I love you and Gia together. I love you and Gia. I love seeing y'all and y'all. You're not, though. I love seeing you and all your kids with all your matching outfits. I think that's incredible. You know what I mean?
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Now, when did you know that hot girl summer was over for you, mama? Or you still hot girl summering it out?
I knew when I was in my 20s, so I'm the youngest of 5, and I was clubbing, doing everything, and then I looked around, and I'm partying with my oldest brothers and sisters' friends, and seeing them in the club trying to drop it like it's hot, I was like, ooh, no, this ain't for me.
Damn.
Gotta settle down.
Man. Yo, you know how many women I know that be saying, that's my homegirl's son, or that's my homegirl's daughter. Like if you still in the club and you remember when your homegirl was pregnant with somebody, but now that child is in the club with you, something wrong.
That's a scary feeling too.
Damn.
I went into party and I backed my way out that same night. I was like, yeah, time to settle down. I'm good.
Okay. Thank you, Jessica. Hello, who's this?
This Monique.
Oh, hey, Monique.
Hey, Monique. I feel like something's coming.
Hey.
Sounds like you still in the club, Monique.
No, I just got off work, y'all. I work night shift security, baby. I'm tired. I just did 2 jobs, 2 shifts. I'm tired, baby. But I was like, dang, this is just the perfect timing. Yes, I needed this.
So you still outside? Not from work, but like hot girl summer outside.
Oh, no, I'm done with all that, baby. I'm 2 kids settled in, just graduated from college. No, I'm done with all that.
Your 2 kids just graduated from college, you said? Or you?
Yeah, I have 2 kids, and I graduated from college. I'm done with the high girl summer. But I've been in that phase.
When did you know?
I knew once I really have to self-reflect on myself. Like, I really have to truly, like, dig deep in myself. Like, is this really, like, with the high girl summer, messing with this guy and that guy? I had to stop and think, like, dang, is this really me? Like, is this really what I want to do? Like, how do you want to be a wife?
After pregnancy.
Oh, my
STD,
God. No,
after
not even
STD.
just after pregnancy. It's after dating men that's not really of you and that's not for you. That's not sent from God.
I feel that. I feel that.
All right.
Yo, Loren, you know what she said that's so real just now? And just everybody listening, she said self-reflection. And I think a lot of times that's the problem, right? Like when you're running from something, like when you really haven't gone out there and done any of the work on yourself, you haven't, done any therapy or anything like that, and you got all this unhealed trauma, you're afraid to stop and look in that mirror.
Right.
Because when you stop and look in that mirror, you got to deal with everything that you've been running from. So a lot of these people that you see still out there in these streets, still moving a certain way, they're doing that because they're running from themselves.
All right. Well, 800-585-1051. Now, we're talking about something Young Miami put on social media yesterday, which was...
I'm ready to be in a relationship and love again. This was my last summer being outside. Public service announcement. The city girl is ready to go back in.
That's right. So we're asking, when do you know that hot girl summer is over? Let's discuss this. The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club. Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about something Young Miami said on social media. We got our guest co-host Loren LoRosa here. Now, what did Young Miami say for people that's just joining us?
Young Miami says she is ready to be in a relationship and love again. This was my last summer outside.
Right. So we have Loren on the line.
Hello.
Loren said, just like LeBron said, if I don't feel tired, why would I quit? So talk to us.
Exactly. Okay. So hi, Loren.
Hey, Loren.
So like I know people like my dad. He was 50 years old when he retired. He still was working here and there because he still felt that energy. When you so used to doing something for so long, it's hard to sit down. So if just like LeBron said, I don't feel like quitting, so y'all lucky.
How old are you, Loren?
I'm 31.
Okay, so you still in the streets?
Oh, no.
So then you got time to quit.
But hold up. I agree with what Loren said prior. It's hard to be in a relationship nowadays because it's just, people make things more complicated than it needs to be, and social media makes everyone a serial cheater, even though they're probably not thinking about it. As soon as you like a picture, somebody thinks you cheating. If you say hi to somebody, somebody thinks you cheated. If you post something, somebody thinks it's subliminal cheating. And it's like, bruh, women are different than men as well. A woman don't really want to be in the streets. I mean, I don't know what women really out here just... It's most men do, because they just don't care.
No,
y'all two are exception of a rule, because y'all decent men, but we can't be all these men ain't out here being decent.
I've been a man for 40. Contrary to popular belief, I've been a man for 45 years.
I don't believe
and
it.
I talk to a lot of different men, and no man wants to be in the street. Men always want to be settled down. Men either feel two ways. They either let the good one get away, or they've been in the street so much that they've never found the good one. But every man wants to find that one person to settle down and build with.
I believe that we all meant to be with somebody, but it's just so toxic because people don't know how to date no more, know how to court no more. They don't even know what the meaning is because they so used to getting that quick fix that they don't know the difference between being in love with somebody and just liking somebody.
I will say, for me, being like a, recently new dater, one of the things that I had to sit and reflect on is like, who are the people that I'm allowing into my space? Not like, not sexually, not even there, but just who am I going on dates with? Who am I allowing to even have my number and why? And once I did that, my thinking even around like my options have changed. Like, I think that that's important as well too. And again, being outside does not mean that everybody that comes your way and everything that comes your way you're with. I think it just means that you're open to the fact that you're single and you're here and you want to try things. I think you have to learn things and experience to even know. Right. Like, I couldn't even answer the question when Tesla asked me, like, what are you looking for? I'm like, I'm honestly still figuring it out.
Well, are you being courted? Because I hear a lot of women say that men are not courting these days. They're not doing the things that probably your father or somebody's father would have done.
I recently had a situation where I was being courted and it was cool.
You ain't like that guy?
Lauren, what if you missed your blessing of being a stepmama? What if that was your destiny?
Charlamagne, can we hang up on him?
No, we can't hang up on him. Hello?
Nah, man, don't do that.
Hello?
Oh, it's Leo. What's up, man?
Leo, what's up? We're talking about when is it time to give up that hot girl summer or that hot boy summer?
Yeah, I know, man. By the way, I like LoRosa on here. She seems pretty natural with it.
Oh, thank you.
Yo, we gotta retire that thing. Oh my God, it's for 25 and under. The biggest turnoff for somebody over 25 keep saying this damn thing, bro. Please retire. Then these females be talking about who they would date and who they not. You know who they would not date, and they keep talking about hot girl summer, yo. That is a turnoff, yo.
Black man, you are correct.
It is. Please retire. Please retire. You 30 and up and keep saying this. Please retire that thing.
30 and up.
I agree.
What
That's a young
should
girl
30
saying.
and up use? We're dating.
That hot girl summer term. Please retire.
I know, but I'm saying, so we're retiring it today. So what am I doing? Am I living my best Sex in the City life? Like, what am I giving then? Because I'm 31.
I don't know. Make up something. We gotta make up something, baby. You gotta make up something. Make up something.
You a girl? No, you a girlfriend. That's where you at in life. There's hot girl, girlfriends, then golden girls. That's where it goes.
It gotta be. But what about a Janelle Monáe summer? Because Janelle Monáe look like she's having the best summer ever.
She's just free. She's just herself.
That's what free. That's what you want to be.
For a bit, that's the best way to, I think, detox from a situation, number one, and then you just attract what is attracted to you. I don't think you should force anything. Like, you should just live and see what happens.
All right. Well, what's the moral of the story? You going to the club tonight?
Retired. Talk to a former hot girl.
I was not going to the club any of these nights. No, I will not be in the club. Okay. Not this week. I might be there next week.
Next week. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, we got rumors on the way. What we talking about? Give us a little tease.
We are going to be talking about some health updates. Tori Kelly, Lil Durk, they're doing a bit better, so we won't let the people know.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is our guest co-host this morning. She's hanging out with us all week, actually.
Actually, my name is LL Cool Bay.
LL Cool Bay.
You know, the streets is calling me that.
And Stale Snacky on the line. Stale Snacky, you there?
Uncle Snacky. Okay. Snacky. I don't know why you keep hating on this name. The young ladies from Poor Minds, Lexi and Drea, they gave me this name a while ago and it sticks. You know what I mean? No. I don't know why. They think I'm Uncle Snacky in these streets.
Now, for everybody listening, what are you doing today? Tell the people what you out in South Carolina doing.
I'm home. I'm home in South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina. Today kicks off the Low Country Mental Health Conference. So I'll be doing the welcoming remarks for the Low Country Mental Health Conference this morning, actually, in Charleston, South Carolina. So salute to everybody who already registered. I don't know if it's too late to register, but you can go to lowcountrymh.com lowcountrymh.conference.com. That's lowcountrymh.conference.com to register for the Low Country Mental Health Conference, which is happening all weekend, which I didn't even know about a few weeks ago. But I was having a conversation with Mayor Tecklenburg a few weeks ago when I was home for the grand opening of the International African American Museum, and he told me about the Low Country Mental Health Conference, and I was like, what is that? I never heard of that before, but they've been doing it for some years here in Charleston, South Carolina. So I just decided to partner my company, my organization, the Mental Wealth Alliance, with the Low Country Mental Health Conference and help amplify that event. So I'll be doing the welcome remarks for that today, and I'll be doing a book signing afterwards.
All right. Well, we got rumors on the way. What we talking about? Give us a little tease.
Yes. So we are going to get into the Tori Kelly and Lil Durk health updates. Tori Kelly had the blood clots and she was rushed to the hospital. Lil Durk spent some time in the hospital in Ohio. But we have some updates on how they're doing.
All right, we'll get to that next, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Loren LoRosa, with us. Let's get right into the rumors.
Get ready. Loren LoRosa. So I've been here for a little bit. I've been here for a minute. Move out the way.
Made it. This is the Rumor Report.
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
Here we go. On the Breakfast Club.
Loren came in hot.
I came in telling the truth. So Tori Kelly, who earlier this week was rushed to the ICU after she was out having dinner in LA with her friends and she had passed out. It had been found that she had some blood clots, some very serious blood clots in her lungs and in her legs. So she had been placed in the ICU and we hadn't heard much about it, but her husband posted an update. He let us know that Tori is smiling again and feeling stronger, not fully out of the woods, but we see the sun. They're just waiting on a few more answers. He says all the love and the kindness has been overwhelming, and he just thanks all of her fans. That is very serious.
Very serious. Very scary.
Super. Yeah, and I think that they were also looking to make sure that nothing was around her heart as well, too. And then Lil Durk, also another very serious situation. He had spent some time in a hospital in Ohio for dehydration and exhaustion. He had to cancel a few shows, including his recent Rolling Loud performance that was supposed to happen. But he took to social media to let people know that he is almost healed and he appreciates all the energy being on 1,000 for him. So keep sending them love and some prayers. It's obviously helping them get on through.
Definitely sending both those individuals healing energy, Lil Durk and Tori Kelly. I don't play when it comes to health. I don't know about y'all, but when I wake up in the morning, I thank God for another day of life, but I also thank him for keeping me healthy and keeping everybody around me healthy. So, salute to them.
Yeah, and not only that, and they always say, if you feel something is off, something doesn't feel right, don't be like, oh, no, it's just a stomach ache. Oh, no, it's just a little pain. If you have the means and you can go to the doctor, even if you have to go to the emergency room, just be careful because you never know what they can catch early. So I always say I'm one of those guys. If I see something, feel something, I'm running to the doctor. Like, it is what it is.
That's right.
Time to go check it out. Well, moving on, the drug dealer who was linked to Michael K. Williams' death, you guys remember he overdosed. His name is Carlos Macy, and he is a man in his 70s. He was tied to an organization that was a part of this drug deal, and on Tuesday he was actually sentenced to 30 months in prison for his involvement. That's like 2.5 years. Now, the prosecution was originally seeking at least a 4-year sentence. His charges put him at risk for anything close to 20 years. But it's believed that his sentence was reduced because there was some leniency requested by Michael K. Williams' nephew and David Simmons, who is one of the guys on The Wire, co-creator of The Wire. Then what they basically said was there is no point in sentencing a 72-year-old man to basically the rest of his life in jail. So the leniency was granted. Now, there are some mixed reactions to this.
I don't agree with that because how old is Donald Trump? I'm just saying. Donald Trump is 70 plus years old. Nobody's going to say that about Trump. There's no need to sentence, a 70-something-year-old man to prison time. Like, I don't,
Yeah, if you commit the crime.
Maybe I'm conflating two issues that have nothing to do. That's what I'm saying. You commit a crime, you commit a crime.
If you commit a crime, you commit a crime. Doesn't matter if you're 70, 80, 90 years old. Like, if you commit a crime, you gotta do the time.
But do you guys think because
how old was Bill Cosby when he got locked up? Like, he had to be in his 70s, right? Like, come on.
Yeah, but in that situation and in the situation with Trump, there's no one saying there should be leniency in it. Actually, like, this is the family, right? This is his nephew, the guy who created The Wire. I'm sure they had a very close relationship. You know, and that happens at sentencing where people come up and they give character witness statements, and the point is to get less time. So
but I don't think age should be a factor of leniency, because when before the young lady who falsely accused Emmett Till, died, people wanted charges brought up against her. Like, I don't think age should be a factor, in leniency.
Well, let me ask you a question. If that was,
you get life. If you get life at 80 years old and you die in a week, then hey, you did your lifetime.
But I was also thinking, and not to say that this was the case, but if that was his long-term, let's say, drug dealer, somebody that he went to for years, you know what I mean? He didn't make the drugs, right? He didn't produce them. He just bought them and sold them.
I was mentioning that yesterday, a few days ago when I first saw this. I was like, I understand that because it's illegal and you're selling drugs, it's like you're going to face some time.
Right.
But what if you didn't know that the drugs were bad?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And it wasn't your intention to kill the person. Yes, you take the charges for selling the drugs, but do they even care about that? Or it's like,
I think when you get into those waters of doing illegal things, I don't think none of that matters. Like, you can't. I mean, who that don't matter in a court of law. I didn't know the drugs wouldn't kill. You still was selling drugs.
Right.
Yeah, I just think sometimes it's a bigger problem. They chase that smaller problem, like who's manufacturing, who's bringing them in. That's the bigger problems. But he should do time. He did the crime, but I wouldn't try to throw the book at him.
Well, he need to snitch, like all the young boys doing. You know what I mean? Give up the big fish.
Oh my God.
72 years old. Nobody gonna care that he snitched. He's 72 years old. Like you said, Envy, you got to go after the bigger fish, right? They the bigger issue. So snitch. Tell who's the plug.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now, Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, we need Dick's Fish and Chips to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with them this morning.
See how you put that
little
pause
fish
there?
and chip
Yeah,
spot.
I saw it.
They're a little fish and chip spot out in Canada. I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the
There's
name
a
of
little
it?
fish and chip spot out in Canada.
What's it called?
It's called Dick's Fish and Chips.
See?
Yes, they need to come to the front of the congregation.
I
We'd like to
feel
have a
like
word
they're
with
back
them.
and forth with it. Do it one more time. Ask them again, Envy.
It's called Dick's Fish and Chips. Okay, what is wrong with y'all?
Over here, blush, Envy.
I'm not blushing. What do you mean?
Yeah, you lit up.
Yo, shut up, man.
Y'all
He likes that spot.
Oh my
That's his
God.
favorite spot to
Witnessing this
visit.
in real life, y'all really, y'all have a love for each other.
I'm talking about a fish and chip spot.
Okay.
All
I don't
right.
know what's good. What is wrong with you, Loren? Get your mind out the gutter.
I'm just telling the people what I'm seeing in real life.
All right,
It's a
Lauren.
beautiful thing.
Donkey Today's up next. We're talking Dick's Fish and Chips. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
When you're a business owner and you're juggling a lot of things, you need a team of people to keep your business running successfully. How do you find and hire the right people? ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day, ask Charlamagne.
I'm a Democrat, so being Donkey of the Day is a little bit of a mixed blessing.
So like a donkey. Hee-haw. Okay.
Donkey of the Day.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Now, I've been called a lot in my 23 years, but Donkey of the Day is a new one.
Donkey of the Day for Thursday, July 27th goes to Dick's Fish and Chips. Dick's Fish and Chips is a popular fish and chip shop in Canada, and they have been declared a nuisance by city council because of a disturbing odor that comes from the exhaust system. People who live nearby have been complaining. They said they smell the smell of deep fried fish can be putrid at times. Okay, I don't know who these heathens are that don't love the smell of deep fried fish. Maybe it's the low country in me, but it's nothing like the sound of deep fried whiting frying, and the smell don't bother me at all. In fact, it makes my mouth water right now just thinking about it. Okay, as a person who has to take statin every day for high cholesterol, trust me when I tell you that I look forward to the smell of fried fish, because when the doctor put me on statin earlier this year and told me I had to cut out fried foods, which I don't do anyway, okay, except for once a year when I'm home. All right. And when I'm home at a certain time in South Carolina, usually around the holidays and or maybe even the summer sometimes, and my aunt or father-in-law is frying fish and shrimp, oof, high cholesterol, I get it. But boy, that fried fish and fried shrimp is worth the risk at least once a year. All right. I just told you my mouth was watering thinking about it. So I don't know why the smell of deep fried fish is bothering these neighbors so much, okay? The neighbor, his name is Mike Sell, says the odor is so foul at times that, and I quote, he has to abandon ship leave the area. Do not go home. See what happens. The restaurant's exhaust system vents into an area about 20 feet below his bedroom, and the strength of the smell depends on how busy the restaurant is and how the wind blows. Makes sense. Okay, more people in the restaurant, more fish being fried. The neighbor said he can't even go on his deck on a Saturday at times because of how bad the smell is, and he no longer invites guests to socialize on his deck or at his house because of the smell. He said he even bought an AC unit so he can keep his windows closed during the summer. Don't blame that on Dick's Fish and Chips, okay? You bought an AC unit because climate change and global warming is real, and this is one of the hottest summers ever everywhere, okay? Mike has been raising hell about the smell for years, and he was happy to see the city council bring in requirements for the restaurant to mitigate the smell. Now, let me tell you some of the maintenance requirements the restaurant must do, okay? It must replace charcoal filters at least once a week, replace fryer cooking oil at least every 3 days or sooner if it begins to smoke, and it must fully clean the fryer exhaust system at least once a month, okay? A written record must be kept of the cleaning and replacements and can be requested by a bylaw officer. Dick's Fish and Chips has been fined because of the smell quite a few times following the numerous complaints, and the owner, whose name is Dick Tansley, said the situation is frustrating. He said it's costing him a lot of money to frequently clean the exhaust system, but he's going to do it. Look, I get it. Okay, you a neighbor living next to the place. It's probably hard, for Mike, the neighbor who was complaining, to have a girl or guy or they over. Okay, because the last thing you want to smell in the bedroom is the odor of fish. Okay, that can be an awkward thing because in your mind, you're wondering, is it my date or Dick's Fish and Chips, that is? And that's why Dick's Fish and Chips is getting donkey of the day. I know it's named after the owner, but you have to change the name. You just can't have people run around calling your establishment Stank Dick's Fish and Chips. Smelly Dick's Fish and Chips. Okay, Dick's Fish and Chips sounds like 3 different things some people love to have in their mouth, okay? And I know that there's people out there who love Dick's Fish and Chips. And if they change their name, folks might say, hey, Dick's is getting soft. Dick's Fish and Chips is getting soft. They bending to the city. But no, I think it's smart marketing and branding to simply change the name. You would attract more customers too, especially out-of-towners. Do you think Cameron would ever eat at Dick's Fish and Chips? Huh?
Nope.
He's not going to feel comfortable ordering his Dick's fish fried hard. Okay? Yo, you ever ate at Dick's Fish and Chips? Yeah, that's DJ Envy's favorite place to eat when he's in town.
Liar.
Come on, Dick's Fish and Chips. Please give Dick's Fish and Chips the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yee-haw.
Now, Loren, why you been smiling at this whole donkey today? You see what's on your mind.
I don't know.
She likes fish. You like fried fish, don't you?
I love fried fish. Hot sauce and all that.
You know what's even worse?
What's that?
You know what's even worse?
What?
Apparently in the same shopping plaza, there's other businesses with questionable names.
Like what?
They got a candy store. They got a candy store that specializes in selling Milk Duds.
Okay.
And Whoppers.
Okay.
And it's called Harry's Chocolate Balls.
Yo.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's an...
Are you making this up?
I'm not making... No. See, that's why I don't even like to tell y'all nothing, because y'all don't believe me. You know what I'm saying? They got a dessert pastry spot, too. It's like a fancy dessert pastry spot in that same plaza, and it's called Big Johnson's Cream Pies.
We gotta go visit this place.
Oh, you want to go now? Look at her. You see her? She got so excited.
We need to go see all. There's no way. Do
Yeah,
they understand?
There's an organic... Loren, there's an organic, healthy spot that they got there too, and this organic spot gives out shots of all natural fruit juices, and it's called Mike Cox Kumquat.
All right, well that is
organic kumquat is crazy.
You know that's not that. All right, well
organic kumquat is
all right.
Crazy.
Let's get out of here.
I was thinking the same thing.
We're about to get in trouble.
Lauren.
BET.
Organic.
We'll see you tomorrow. Say goodbye to BET.
Bye, BET. Bye.
BET. We'll see you later. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry,
Oh, wow.
BET. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Everybody
What are you
else,
apologizing for?
because you said some stuff we're not supposed to say.
I'm just naming the name of the restaurants. They can fight me on this one all day long, but this is the name of the restaurants. This is actual factuals. Y'all just don't believe me.
We don't.
Whose fault is that?
We don't believe you. All right. Now, up next, Loren LoRosa is here. And this is when we open up the phone lines and allow people to ask any type of questions about relationship, life. If you have relationship problems or problems in your life and you just need some fixing, Loren LoRosa is going to help you. We going to help you.
You want me to help them? My best relationship advice is like reposado or blanco. I don't really have too much for the streets, but I'll try today.
Exactly.
This is going to be a fast one. It's going to be a fast one.
All right. Y'all now.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Everybody, it's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest host, Loren LoRosa, here. And this is when we open up the phone lines and we just ask people if they have problems or they need any type of advice. We are here to help them. Hello, who's this?
This is Maurice.
Maurice, good morning. What's your question? Talk to us.
Man, I'm trying to figure out, man, like, how do I get my child's mother to see that it's a big difference by me and her not being together and growing up to a point of having two-parent households, like trying to figure out, letting her know there's a big difference between that.
When you say big difference, you mean like for the child there's a difference and like you trying to work through
that? Yeah, like it's a big difference with growing up in a two-parent household versus, so I have daughters, of course, but it's a big difference with them growing up seeing in and out guys and all that. Like that, her choice of judgment ain't too good either.
Got you.
I mean, there is a difference, of course, but you also need a healthy environment. I mean, I grew up in a two-parent household that was healthy. My parents loved each other. Everything was good. They got along, and they made concessions for me. They both worked. They both cleaned. They both did everything in the household. But if two parents in a household are not seeing eye to eye, they can't get along, and it's more toxic. I don't think that's good for any child to see that toxic. What's the word? Toxicity? What's the word?
Toxicity.
Toxicity.
But I think he's saying that, so they've already split, and his kid's mom has like guys coming in and out, and he feels like she's not making the best decisions, and the kids are watching that, right?
Yeah, and I can't fault that because, you know what I'm saying, things happen to a point where, like you said, like if two parents are in the house and they can't get along, stuff like that. But I feel like the differences we had could have been worked out. It wasn't nothing that, you know what I'm saying, I think her option in our relationship problems is leaving versus working things out. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that could have been worked out.
Well, what did you do? Or what happened?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Like, hitting hard times here and there, and certain things may not play out how I think. Like, you know what I'm saying? Her patience isn't big on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like she look at it like I'm not putting enough effort in her eyes.
Well,
it's never harder.
It's never over. You can still try. You can still try to have that conversation if you still feel a spark or you still feel like y'all have love for each other. It's never over. I mean, we could always grow and evolve and get better, and then come back to the situation and hopefully make things better. You ever try to give yourself another shot of getting back there?
Yeah, I mean, I do, man. But you got to think though, how many guys I got to wait after?
I mean, I feel like you can't really, like, if you guys aren't together, right? You can't really give her like I need to be prioritized around these guys, or you can't deal with this many people or whatever. You just got to realize y'all aren't together anymore. And if you do want to get back with her because the two-parent household thing is a priority to you and you really still love her, I think outside of your kids, y'all have to really get to know each other at this point of where you are. Whatever the issues were, if you've grown from that and you want her to see that, maybe, I don't know, start courting her again. I'm sorry to say it, but you might have to become one of those guys that she's dating, and if it's there, it's there. Do you feel like she still, wants to be with you as well too?
Yeah, because she don't like hiding a lot of things, but then again, she does try to keep me in the blind for a lot. Because when a female's done, like, it's over with. But it's like a lot of things that she does is hidden to a point where I don't feel like she want me to know, because she waits to a point that she's feeling like she sees a difference in me when she's ready to.
Well, I think it's just a conversation point. I think as a woman, when you separate from a situation because something didn't work out and you said she didn't have patience for certain things or whatever was happening, she might still see you in that light. And if you've been doing some work and whatever, and you think that you want to take a shot at it again, then you just got to show her that. And that's going to take some time too, though. So you can't expect her to cut off all her hoes right now. Mama got to have a life too. I'm hoping she's making the best decisions, for your kids, like you mentioned, but you got to give her some time, and just in that time, y'all need to be having some conversations, not just about the kids, but about you guys as adults in a relationship.
800-585-1051. If you need some help with your life, you got some relationship issues, you want to holler at us, call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's the DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Loren LoRosa, here. If you're having problems, you need advice, relationship advice, or any type of advice will help you out. Hello, who's this?
Hi, my name is Levi.
Hey, Levi, good morning. What's your question?
Good morning. My question is, I've known this guy for about 8 years, and we've been talking on and off. And recently, we decided to become a little more, more serious. We're together now. And I guess my issue is, how do I learn to trust? We've had trust issues before, and I'm an independent woman. I've been doing everything, paying bills by myself for, the last 4 or 5 years. I'm 30 now. I bought my first house when I was 24. And now I guess we're, trying to build together. And at what point do you just let go and just trust?
That's a you question. Like, you just have to do it. The way that I think about it is, if you don't do that, right, you never know where you guys are going to go. Like, you literally just have to do it. You've been so used to like getting everything done that you probably, are you even giving him a shot to like, are you allowing him the space to show you what you should be trusting and that he can lead you? Like, do you even do that?
I am, and I'm really trying, and he recognizes that I'm trying, but he wishes that I trusted him more.
Yeah, I think you just...
Like, on certain ideas, he tries to bring me, and I might have hesitation, and I think he senses that, but I still try to go with it.
I wouldn't, it's one of those things, trust has to be earned, right? And if you feel funny about something, he has to give you the opportunity for you to gain that trust. And whatever it may be, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be quote unquote stupid and dumb at all anyway, right? You don't want to, feel something in your gut and then you don't go with your gut and then you find out something that you didn't want to find out later on. So I would say trust, but I would say trust with your eyes open, and he has to understand that. He has to gain the trust. Like in any relationship, I think whether something happens or something doesn't happen, you have to gain that trust. That trust is earned, and then from there you can figure that out. But I think that, you should always continue to keep that one eye open just in case and let him earn that trust.
But don't let the just in case get in the way of him trying to earn it, though. Like, come in, like, not biased. But, I mean, you seem like a pretty smart girl. Like, you know what I mean? He courted you for 8 years before y'all got here. But you got to let him show you. If he don't show you, there's no test. Like, you got to let him get out there and show you a bit.
That's true. And that's what I'm really trying to do, guys. Like, I really am. But, you just don't want to fail, and you don't want to fail because of someone else.
Do you watch Run the World on Amazon?
I don't.
You need to watch it. There was an episode about this. Very strong, independent woman on the show. She had a great man, but she just couldn't let him do his thing. She wouldn't give him the chance. She talked herself out of an amazing engagement. She got in her own way.
Oh, wow.
Did he give you Did he give you a reason not to trust him, Mama?
So I don't want to go too deep into it because it involved a death with someone that he was with. So I feel like he, at first he lied to me, and then there was distrust, and then we decided to be friends. He got blocked. It's been a long journey.
Yeah, I mean, that's the difficult thing. If somebody lies or you lose the trust for somebody because of what they did, they got to get that back. They got to earn that back. And trust is one of the most important things in a relationship. And sometimes it takes a while. It might take a month. It could take a year. It could take 5 years to gain that trust back or to see how somebody is when you're not around. And that takes time. And hopefully that y'all can work through it.
Thank you so much, you guys. It's really helped me. I'm gonna watch that show, and I'm gonna see what happens.
All right. Good luck, Mama.
I'm gonna give in. Thank you so much. Bye.
All right. Well, if you needed any advice, you could give us a call, 800-585-1051. Now we got rumors on the way. What are we talking about?
We do. We were talking about Sinead O'Connor, the singer-songwriter who died yesterday at the age of 56.
All right. We'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Loren LoRosa here.
Hello.
And let's get right into the rumors.
Loren LoRosa. So I've been here for a little bit. I've been here for a minute. Move out the way.
Made it. This is the Rumor Report.
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
On The Breakfast Club.
Loren came in hot.
I came in telling the truth. So singer-songwriter Sinead O'Connor died yesterday at the age of 56. Her family released a statement saying, "It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved Sinead. Her family and friends are devastated and have requested privacy at this very difficult time." Now, her cause of death was not revealed, but a lot of fans online right now are speculating that she might have died from the devastation or heartbreak because...
Of her son, right?
Yes. In 2022, her 17-year-old son died of suicide, and one of her final tweets, she's very vocal about this, one of her final tweets she had posted days ago, hashtag lost my 17-year-old son to suicide in 2022. Been living as an undead night creature since. He was the love of my life, the lamp of my soul. We were one soul in two halves. He was the only person who loved me unconditionally. I am lost in the bardo without him. Now, she had some optimistic tweets, talked about releasing new music and, going on tour within the next 2 years. But, I mean, I'm not a parent, but I can't imagine, again, it's one of those situations where your child is going through something and there was nothing she could do. And I'm sure she kind of felt that burden for some time after he passed away.
Yeah, I mean, as a parent, I couldn't imagine losing a child and how that would make you feel. I mean, because, your child is your love. And for a lot of parents, that's their best friend. That's right. And for kids, that's somebody that you look up to. That's your hero. So the fact that you don't have that individual, the fact that, when I come home, my kids don't come in and scream daddy and give me a hug or kiss, or my older kids don't call me every day, that would be tough.
Right.
And sometimes you die of a broken heart. Like, your heart is broken.
I believe that that's the thing. I think that that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some more news. Travis Scott, his fans have just recently been told that his concert that was supposed to happen tomorrow, July 28th, in Egypt, at the pyramids of Giza, has officially been canceled. So you'll remember some weeks ago, the pyramids in Egypt, some of the spokespeople over there came out and said that they weren't too happy about him coming and doing the show there. They said that they felt like his music was satanic, and they just, they weren't vibing with a lot of the things they felt like Travis Scott and his brand went for. Then his team had to come out with a statement and say, hey, no, the show is not canceled, it's still happening. But now officially Live Nation has released an official statement saying, unfortunately, despite the highest efforts, complex production issues, I can't read today, complex production issues meant that the show could not be constructed in the desert. Refunds will be issued to all ticket holders at their point of purchase. He does do very artistic and integral sets. If you've ever seen Travis Scott perform, but I just think the timing is kind of where it's making me question, was it really production, or could you guys just not come to terms with the people over there who weren't happy about him coming? Well,
I heard him say that he had other coordinates too that he wanted to perform at, and I was just wondering if they were concerned with the crowd or if they were concerned with the music. And I always wondered too why he wanted to do it. Was it the fact that it was in Egypt by the pyramids?
I'm sure it's the aesthetic and the vibe.
And if that's the case, I think would be dope if he just did kind of like a pop-up where maybe there wasn't too many fans there, so he wouldn't have to worry about the fan and they could tape it, because that would definitely be a vibe, a situation, something that I've never seen done before. I hope they get the. I was really interested in checking it out, not going there, but hopefully it was going to be telecasted somehow, some way. I'd have loved to see that.
And I also think too, because the new music, the album is called Utopia.
Yep.
And when you think about the word Utopia, even when I Google it, it shows you these vast, amazing scenes and very scenic places. So I think he was trying to, go along with that vibe. But I don't know. We'll see what happens next. I would have been interesting to see for sure. But
I agree.
I don't think that we're going to get to see it. So now Bow Wow has had to come out and let people know that he did not scam a 10-year-old girl.
Now what happened with Bow Wow?
I don't know what is up with people, but people have been getting scammed online lately by people pretending to work for or be celebrities.
Yep.
So there were reports circulating that Bow Wow had been sued for stealing money from a 10-year-old girl. Now, the reports stated that Bow Wow agreed to do a verse on one of the girl's songs, but disappeared without delivering the verse after receiving $3,000 payment via Cash App. Now, I know that Bow Wow doesn't have any music on the charts, but I would assume that he would not be $3,000 for a feature. So that would have been a first red flag for me. The little girl's father is suing Bow Wow for $15,000, reimbursement, attorney's fees, all that good stuff. But Bow Wow came out and said, smells like they got catfished. I hope that D-Pimpin' ain't back at his old tricks. I don't even have Cash App. Business goes through managers, etc. There are contracts placed. I've never even heard of these people. Never was presented a contract agreement or anything. Nice try, though. Celeb pages get hacked and duplicated every day. Please be careful who you guys send money to over these apps. Bro, I feel like you whoever the person is, I feel for you or whoever the person is, but please go through management. He's just letting people know that if you are talking to somebody and it's not him, it's not him. If it's not his management, it's not him.
Yeah, and people got to recognize that. Well, first of all, because as soon as somebody sees a lawsuit, they automatically think it's true. That doesn't mean anything. You can sue anybody for anything. Right now, I can sue you right now because I don't like the way your headphones look on your head, and I'm saying it's offensive to me. I could sue you for that.
Oh,
that's not the thing. I'm just saying that.
No,
you look good. You can, but I'm just saying that I could sue you for that if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But with Bow Wow, it probably was catfish. I can't see Bow Wow taking $3,000. We can joke about Bow Wow and everything with Bow Wow. I remember when he said he was on a private jet, he was on a commercial airline, and we can crack jokes about Bow Wow all day long. But please believe Bow Wow got some money in the bank. He doesn't need $3,000. He's not taking $3,000 for a thing. So I hope they get to work this out. It does seem like one of those people that got catfish. I mean, somebody just sent me a message now that was like, yo, I thought Fat Joe took $200 to get my record plate. Like, come on. Like, you think Fat Joe needed $200?
I saw y'all put that sign up in the office, too.
The sign? There's
a sign that says, and Homeboy, too, he found me on Instagram and sent me the messages. And then I reposted the sign. There's somewhere here on the whiteboard it says, Fat Joe cannot get you on the air for $200.
No. Fat Joe wouldn't need $200. Like,
I know,
like
it's
people
a
have to,
joke.
We seen that with, I think Nelly had something like that similar. I think the Breakfast Club page has something like that similar. People will find out anything that they can do to try to get over and take people's money. So even with like my car show, somebody created a fake page for my car show where they were selling tickets, where you would actually buy tickets from them. And it took me a while to get that page shut down.
Wow.
Eventbrite, it took me about at least 10 days.
Did you have to give money back to people?
No, I stopped it before the show, so Eventbrite actually got their money back, which was a great thing. But it happens all the time, so just people be careful out there. If it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true.
It seems like people don't know what too good to be true is, because a lot of this stuff, the flags are smacking you in the face.
Right. Yeah.
Guys, please be smart in the internet streets.
Absolutely. All right, well, that is your rumor report, and I want to remind you guys, yes, my car show is this Saturday in Atlanta. Today is Young Dolph's birthday, so we're going to start the mix off with some Young Dolph. We're going to have his whole fleet at the car show, which is going to be crazy, and we're doing like a Young Dolph exhibition, so you'll get to see some of his artifacts, some cool stuff from Dolph, so definitely get your tickets. Cars from Boosie, 50 Cent, myself. Shout out to the Uptown Car Club, who's going to be bringing some of the cars from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, that era of cars. We're going to have old school cars, and of course, there's rides and games for the kids. Kids 5 and under are free. So it's a family fun day. I know there's a heat wave in Atlanta right now and surrounding cities. They're talking about 98 degrees, 100 degrees. Wow. We got AC. We got AC.
Okay,
AC
good.
will be on blast.
I was just about to say, them people love you to come sit outside in that.
AC is on blast. So that's why we don't do outdoor car shows, because you can never predict the weather.
Love that.
Yeah, so come on out. Can't wait to see you. The mix is up next. We start off with Dolph. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Are you someone who knows you don't have to sacrifice comfort for quality? Someone who lives large in life and in the bedroom? Then live large and now thinner with new Magnum Raw condoms, the thinnest Magnum condom. Available where condoms are sold. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, I just got to remind you guys, of course, Loren LoRosa is here. She's our guest co-host. And this weekend, I'm going to be out in Atlanta for my car show. And happy birthday to Young Dolph. Today would have been Young Dolph's birthday. So salute to Young Dolph, and always rest in peace. And thank you to PRE for allowing the world to see his fleet and his family. I think it's pretty dope that they allow me to bring his cars to the car show, and people get to see his fleet of cars and get to just experience some of the museum where it's so many artifacts and so many different things of his life. So if you haven't got your tickets to the car show, we're going to actually be doing it this Saturday out in Atlanta. And today they're doing something special in Atlanta for his birthday. So again, salute to his family, salute to PRE. And we appreciate you guys. And of course, kids 5 and under are free. So if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets. Now, Charla, you out in South Carolina,
right? Salute to the good brother, Young Dolph, man. Yeah, I'm in South Carolina for the Low Country Mental Health Conference today. The Low Country Mental Health Conference is happening all weekend long. I hope you've registered. You go to lowcountrymh.com to register. It's from now until the 28th. Yeah, and I'm giving the welcoming remarks this morning to the Low Country Mental Health Conference. So salute to Mayor John Tecklenburg and everybody who put that together. Salute to my organization, the Mental Wealth Alliance, for partnering with the Low Country Mental Health Conference. And, I hope people learn something this weekend.
All right. Well, when we come back, we got the positive notice. The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Our guest co-host, Loren LoRosa, is here.
What's happening?
You having a good week? You enjoying yourself?
I am. I love it here. I'm having a great week.
Give me your Instagram, your socials, and all that good stuff.
It's Loren LoRosa on Instagram, LoRen LoRosa. And then Brown Girl Grinding is the brand. So that is our Instagram. Visit browngirlgrinding.com to shop all of our merch. And I forgot to mention this all these other days. If you are in Delaware, in the tri-state area, I do have an event space that I opened up in Wilmington, Delaware to support the creatives there. You can come do photo shoots, events, all that good stuff. So make sure you stop by the spot by Brown Girl Grinding. And if you just want to come and tour it, welcome. Come on by.
Okay. All right.
What's the initiative that you have with Hunter Biden, Loren?
Who?
In Delaware?
Who has an initiative with him?
Oh, I thought you had an initiative with Hunter Biden.
No, I don't have an initiative.
He's joking. He's joking right now.
No, because she got brown. She got brown girl grinding, and Hunter got white girl sniffing. I thought they was doing a collab or something like that.
Uncle Snacky, please leave me alone.
Don't call him Uncle Snacky, because it's gonna get to his head, and then you know, come in here. Don't call me Charlamagne. Call me Uncle Snacky. He gonna try to have me call him Uncle Snacky.
Uncle Snacky is not like it's not like a cool old head name.
I'm just telling you what the streets call me. I didn't give myself this name, Loren.
Okay.
The young girls started calling me that.
You just call him Stale Snacky, like Uncle Stale Snacky, like the old snacks. That's
Uncle Left Out Snack.
There you go.
Nah, this 45-year-old freshness over here. You hear me? Getting better with time, baby.
Somebody forgot to close the chips. That's what.
Somebody forgot to close the chips.
Yep.
Leave us on a positive note, Stale Snacky.
The positive note is simply this: make peace with the fact that people hold different versions of you in their mind. Ultimately, who you know yourself to be is what matters the most.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?